Hey guys, I'm now Michela Mahango. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be giving you a bit of an update today on how my rotation went in pediatrics. So if you're interested, keep watching. So guys, I am done with pediatrics. I can finally say that now I can rest. Pediatrics was interesting. Before starting the rotation, I went in with a mindset that I would love to somehow kind of specialize in pediatrics. I went through the rotation. I can safely say that my mind is changed. So anyway, when I arrived in pediatrics, I started with the general ward and it was busy. We had a lot of patients. I would get tired and all, but yeah, it was interesting. It was okay. But I just felt like it was dragging. And I had some seniors that I worked with well and some not so well. So it was a 50-50 thing. But anyway, it was kind of dragging for me because I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. And then I had the opportunity to go into PICU, Pediatric Intensive Care Unit. So I was taken to PICU, and which was interesting for me. What I loved about it was you are busy. You can see change happening. Not that you don't see it in a general ward, you do see it, but I don't know if you know what I mean. But like it's fun. There's interesting things to do in pediatric ICU, and for me, I loved it when I saw a child that was really sick become better and walks out of the place or is carried out of the place by their mom or their dad. That was super interesting, and I loved it. My rotation had a few downsides that I did not quite enjoy, and one of my biggest reasons why I don't think I'm going to get back into pediatrics. I ended up seeing a number of patients who, especially females, little girls who came in and it was suspected sexual abuse cases, and you have to clerk the patient, examine the patient, and of course for such cases we are told to do that with our seniors because this is a lot of legal issues going on. So we'd usually present the case to the senior, and the senior would then help us examine the patient and then sign off and all that jazz. But there were too many cases that were very similar, and one that I would never ever forget is how I remember seeing a father looking so broken because his 4-year-old just got abused by someone he knew, or was suspected abuse by someone he knew, and how the little girl looked very frightened and scared because they say that it just happened, and it was really heartbreaking. So because of that, I don't think I have the heart personally to deal with that on a regular basis. Of course, I would like to see these people getting better, getting help and all that jazz, but personally, I don't think I have the heart to receive that, because I remember it must have been the same with the same one that I'm just giving an example of, where after clerking the patient, I just had to walk out for a bit. I got into the car and I just broke down because I just needed to center myself. It was so heartbreaking. I couldn't, I just failed to believe how someone would do that to an innocent child. So that's one of the reasons why I don't think I'll be getting back to pediatrics. But I really applaud pediatricians because they really take care of their children. They are very particular. They have standards and rules that you have to abide by. There's certain things that you just have to do, that you have to learn. And yeah, so as I was going through the rotation, they actually introduced, I don't know why things change when I'm in a place, guys. I just don't get it. Anyway, they introduced assessments. People would go through pediatrics and just, when they're done, they're signed off and they go to their next rotation, or they're done. But it was just introduced that you need to go through an assessment, which is what we call some kind of like a viva. I'm not sure if everyone goes through that, but yeah, it's like a viva. you're asked a bunch of questions and there's certain things you're expected to know. So that happened. I went through that. I made it. And I was released, and I am glad to be out. Am I going back? I don't think so. My interest is still leaning more towards psychiatry, psychology. I'm not sure where I am standing, but I will definitely let you guys know when I get to decide that. I still have a long time to finish my internship, so we're still together for the ride. So that was my experience in pediatrics. I do advise people that love children to do pediatrics. I think it's not for everyone. I don't think it's for me, but I surely applaud people that go ahead and do pediatrics and go through the stress of, all that. But thank you so much, guys. That was my experience. Bye.